Hey guys, what is up? It is April 6th, and it is Saturday, and tonight I'm gonna go see Monster Jam with one of my coworkers and her son and her brother for her son's birthday. Her son's birthday was a few months ago, but obviously Monster Jam was in a different month, so she bought the tickets for his birthday. So this is one of his birthday presents. I went last year. It was super fun. It was my first time ever going to like a Monster truck show, Monster Jam show. It was super fun. We were in like the first row, because obviously because of the monster trucks and stuff, they have rows blocked off for safety reasons. So they like have a makeshift first row, so that's where we were. That's where we're going to be again this year, and stuff, so I'm really excited for that. However, I am a little nervous because of the fact being that I need to wear earplugs because they're so loud. Last year I bought earplugs. I had them along just in case, and I was like, oh, I'll just, I'll take my hearing aid out. I'll be fine. I took my hearing aid out right before they started. And even though I am hard of hearing, and I was not wearing my hearing aid, or either of my hearing aids, because I wear two, but this one, yes, there's a cotton ball in my ear. I will explain why in a second. But my right ear hearing aid needs to be fixed, and I haven't gotten around to fixing it. And because I work at a daycare, it gets very loud at the daycare. So I've just been wearing one hearing aid, and it's been fine. However, last night when I got home, I had an itch in my ear, and I just used the ear mold, and I just swiveled it around in my ear to like itch the ear. After doing that, I noticed a significant change in the level of sound I was getting. I pulled out my hearing aid and I tried pushing the tube further up the hole of the ear mold, because like there's a tube that's in here, you can't really see it very well, that connects to this piece. But as you can see, the tubing where it doesn't quite curve, it broke in half. I was trying to push it in, and I realized that I can't push it in because it broke in half. So I now don't have any hearing aids. I mean, I do, but I don't. I stumbled upon a couple weeks ago, a month or two ago, that I have an older pair of hearing aids. I have the other one to this, but again, I can't wear a hearing aid right now because I have a cotton ball in my ear. I will explain in a second. I put this in my ear this morning to go get breakfast. I don't know if it's because of this ear right now, or if it's because this is an older hearing aid. A couple hearing aid pairs ago. I don't remember exactly when this one was used, but every time I get whenever I get fitted for new hearing aids, I always get a hearing test done because my hearing in both ears have dropped each time, and so that could also be a reason why this hearing aid isn't really working. But I put it in this morning, and it's pretty much not doing anything. I don't feel like I can hear anything out of that hearing aid. It doesn't feel like it's really helping me hear at all, which is a problem. But I can only wear one hearing aid right now because of the fact being that if you remember in my last vlog, I had an allergy flare-up. Well, a couple days ago, 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago? Thursday? Was it Thursday? Or was it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday. I don't remember. Yeah, no, it was Wednesday night. Wednesday, towards the end of work, my ears started to hurt. And I was like, oh, maybe I just blew my nose too hard or I sneezed too hard, because I was blowing my nose throughout the day. And stuff. And I was like, okay, I'll just, wait a little bit, see once, Then it actually started hurting like an ear infection, because I am no stranger to ear infections, even as an adult. I'm going to be 31 this year. No stranger to ear infections, okay? So I know what they feel like. I know what they feel like. So I then started to realize, oh, it's an ear infection pain. So I took ibuprofen while I was at work. The pain went away. Not even 2 hours in. 2 hours later, I left work. Immediately started hurting again. Couldn't take anything because I had just taken something not that long ago. So I was in pain pretty much most of the night. Finally was able to take some Tylenol. I was using my Vicks sinus steam inhaler to help breathe through my nose, because on my way home I couldn't breathe through my nose. And so not only was I using it like here and breathing, but then I was like putting it up to my ear to just like warm up the ear and steam the ear. And then I had a gel cooling / heating pad that I can either put in the freezer or I can put in the microwave for a little bit, that I use a lot for headaches and migraines. I heated that up in the microwave and I laid on it. And before I went to bed, before I was actually able to take Tylenol, I managed, because of the heat and the steam going into my ear, I was able to get my ear to start draining, which was nice, and stuff. So I've been wearing a cotton ball in my ear ever since to just keep the, not necessarily keep the draining contained, but to like, for the drainage to go somewhere, so it's not coming out of my ear into my hair, onto my clothes, onto my pillowcase, especially when I'm at work. I don't need that getting all over everything or over the kids or anything. Plus, just knowing that I can feel it in my ear is just enough for me. Like, Thursday at work, I had the cotton ball in my hair, and because it was still freshly draining, I could feel it every now and again, just like drain in the ear, like in the ear canal, which is gross in itself. I know, TMI, but that is one thing versus just feeling like you can just, like, without the cotton ball in my ear, I can just feel there's like liquid in my ear, and I don't like that. So with the cotton ball, it's like soaking up the fluid, if that makes sense. So yeah, but for tonight, I can wear an earplug in this ear, but I can't in this ear. And even though this ear is kind of clogged because of the drainage that is happening in my ear and everything, I know for a fact I'm still going to be able to hear in this ear all the loud noise of the monster trucks. So I need to somehow get over the ear muff things. They do sell them there, but I don't want to pay $30 for that. So I have to see if my grandparents have a pair I can borrow, or see if a family member does. Also, right now, I don't have any money. I got paid yesterday from work. but my check has not gone through. So I have to go to the bank to see if on their end, if they can see if it showed that it was deposited, because it's not showing up on my bank account. And I kind of need money to put gas in my car and to buy groceries. Also, I have bills coming up that I need to pay. So, yeah, and it's funny because I mobilely deposited my check and it said it was successful. I did it while I was at work while the kids were napping, and then I checked after work because I knew I was going to need to get gas at some point. And it still hadn't gone through. So then I tried to deposit it again, and it said it was successful. So I just left it alone. I was like, okay. It still wasn't showing up after it was successful. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it some time. This morning I woke up, checked in my bank account, and it's still not in my bank account. So I need to go to the bank. I'm going to have to go through the drive-thru. So hopefully I can hear them. And see if we can get that figured out. Otherwise, on Monday, on my day off, I'm going to have to get a hold of my boss to see what is going on. And then also Monday on my day off, I'm going to have to go to the clinic and get both of my hearing aids fixed right away. And then I can find out if my new insurance will cover my hearing aids, because if not, then I'm going to have to try to get insurance again through the state. And if I do, I'm able to get that with being hard of hearing, because if so, because I had state insurance during COVID because I was unemployed. I was doing Mary Kay, but I wasn't really making any money, unfortunately. Some people, when they join Mary Kay, they have no problem making money. Some of us join Mary Kay, and it is a struggle. Like, I was doing everything I could to be a very good Mary Kay independent consultant, beauty consultant, and it just wasn't working. I did it for 3 years, almost 3 years, about 3 years, yeah. And it just wasn't working. But I was unemployed and technically wasn't making enough money to pay for my own insurance. So I got insurance through the state. And I had that, and then during enrollment in the fall of 2023, my coverage was no longer going to stay, so I had to update some things, because obviously I am not unemployed anymore, haven't been for 3 years, but technically in 2021, and for like 2 months of 2022, I was still making less than the $600 a month, because for state insurance, you have to be making $600 a month or less to be able to qualify, which I think is bullshit, because marketplace insurance is a scam, honestly, in my personal opinion, because I went to go look at marketplace insurance just to see, in case, you know, state insurance wasn't going to work out, and they want to look at how much you make before taxes, not putting into consideration any bills you have to pay, if you have, or any of that stuff, like taxes being taken off, or anything else being taken off your check automatically. They don't take any of that in consideration. They just want to know how much you make before taxes each paycheck. and then they base plans off of that. So for me, I'm not going to tell you how much I make before taxes, working, but the plans that they were giving me were the minimum, the smallest, the lowest plan they had for me based off of my gross income. $300 a month for insurance. Now, I don't go to the doctor very often. I don't, okay? Primarily, I go to the doctor if I have a sinus infection or a pink eye. Because, again, I work at a daycare. So, you know, those things are prevalent, okay? Or if I think I have strep throat because I've had a sore throat for how long. So, I'm going in to get tested to make sure it's not strep, because strep is obviously contagious. Things like that. And usually I end up going into walk-in just because I'm usually going in after I'm done with work or before I go to work if I have a half a day or whatever. So, or it's on a weekend when I go. So, 9 out of 10 times if I go to the doctor for anything and I need medication, I'm going to walk in, okay? Now, I do have a lady part doctor, you know, reproductive health doctor, and I did see her last year, and I'm gonna be a good girl and see her again this year, and stuff, but otherwise, I don't go to the doctor regularly enough for it to be worth paying $300 a month for insurance. And it went up from there for insurance. I was like, I'm sorry, but if anyone is paying $300 or more for insurance, that is outrageous. I don't care how many people are on your plan. That is outrageous to me. That's not even half my rent. That's almost half what my rent is for the month. Like, nah. Nah. Not doing it. So, I have a different insurance. So I have to see, because now I have to go to a different pharmacy instead of going to the pharmacies that I've been going to for years, because it's like right there, you know, it's in the building that I go to for walk-in at the clinics. I now have to go to Walmart or Walgreens for my prescriptions, so I want to make sure hearing aids and anything hearing related is covered, because if not, then I need to get my butt down to the state building to talk to someone about figuring out my state insurance, because I will be damned if I pay $300 a month for insurance. Like, well, and realistically, like, other than my hearing aids, I don't really go to the doctor. And even for my hearing aids, I don't really go. I get tested every 2 to 4 years. I usually go when my warranty on my hearing aids are up to get new hearing aids, so I'm not having to pay for the cost of my hearing aids being fixed, unless it's just like a tubing replacement that they can just do there at the clinic. But if they have to be sent back to the place that made them to be looked at and fixed, then I would have to pay for that, because it would not be under warranty anymore, and I don't think my insurance would have covered it. So, and it's also good to get new hearing aids every 2 to 4 years, just because when the warranty is up, because then I don't have to worry, because then I'm getting my hearing tested just to see where my hearing level is at, because I have noticed over the years with the multiple hearing tests that I've gotten done and hearing aids that I've gotten done, my hearing level has gone down, and I think when they send in the ear molds to place to get my hearing aids made, and I pick out what hearing aids I want, what color ear molds I want, all that fun jazz. I think they also send my information of where my hearing is for both ears, and they program that into my hearing aids. My other problem with this set right now, my old set, it has a button. I don't remember what this button does. It does not have a volume thing like this one does. This little guy right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Focus blocky. So you can see the little knob like right here. You guys can see it. That is my volume control. So I can turn my hearing aid up or I can turn my hearing aid down. So, which has been really nice working at daycare. This one does not. So, I'm kind of fucked until Monday, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get my hearing aids fixed Monday, and I'm stressing out about it because I need to be able to hear at work, and I'm just, sorry, I'm emotional right now. I'm a wreck, okay? I'm very stressed out. So yeah, so it's a journey today. Welcome to the solar eclipse energy and Mercury retrograde and all that fun stuff. Yay. And we have a new moon coming up on Monday. I am a wreck, okay? I really am. Oh my god. So yeah, with that being said, I am going to call my grandma quick about the earmuff thing, and then I'm going to go to the bank. And then I'm going to try and call my mom and see if she's up to, talk to her for a bit, let her know what's going on, and then go from there. So, okay guys, update. I got earmuffs. My grandma had a pair that I can use for her, that she uses when she rides the lawnmower to cut the grass in the summer. So I'm borrowing those. Hopefully they will work. I let my mom know about my hearing aid issue. She told me not to stress out about it, so if my insurance doesn't cover it, she said between her and my grandparents, they would... Well, my grandparents haven't said anything, but I'm pretty sure that my grandparents would help pay for my hearing aids. And my mom would help put a down payment or whatever down in case my insurance doesn't cover. Because obviously I need to have hearing aids. So, my check did go through. I did not have to go to the bank to get that figured out. I was just like waiting and waiting and waiting. It finally went through, so we're good on that. And yeah, so now I'm gonna eat some lunch. And oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. And then go from there. Get a little bit of stuff done before tonight. And I will bring you guys along tonight. So that'll be fun.
best in that race. Right there, a little too sharp in that turn, coming in hot, and not able to set it back on all 4 BKT tires. And I also want to go back to Gravedigger not making it past this first round of racing. He is currently sitting in first place on Arena Championship Series West. And with him not competing, he is losing points at Jurassic Attack. We'll have the opportunity to gain them, only 95 points behind right now, towards that big series championship and the invite to the Monster Jam World Finals 23.
Fans, I'm up here in the stands with a very special Monster Jam fan named Valeria. She is 10 years old and she is brave. She's a brave lady because she was in her 8th challenge kicking things off here in Monster Jam. She is going to name as many animals as she can think of in 15 seconds. And then she's going to go up against MJ Scorio and the driver of El Toro Loco, who's currently out there rolled in that truck. And he's going to name as many as he can think of in 15 seconds. Then we're going to see who comes out on top in this head-to-head challenge. So there, you ready? She's ready. All right, we got 15 seconds up there on the clock.
Takes the win, and now it's Thunderoris versus Jurassic Attack.
Hey guys, so I am back home. As you guys saw, I was at Master Jam. I did not film anything of myself, like talking to you guys, just because, just because we got there and then, people were like coming, and so like I didn't want to like get any other people like in the shot, so and I didn't know how my coworker's son was going to act. I wouldn't have gotten him on camera, but I mean, I just, you know, wanted to make sure that, you know, things were going good. So but yeah, so Gravedigger, unfortunately, for the evening show, was unable to perform. They were working on that truck during the first half, and when they were about to do, I believe, the donuts. Yes, the donuts. After the motorcycles, after the dirt bikes were done, he was about to back out of his spot, didn't get very far, and then he couldn't go anymore. I don't know, like, what happened. But yeah, I could tell when he put the brake on and everything, when he was still in the car and he was like unbuckling and everything, I could tell he was not happy. And then when he got out of the truck, he was not happy. So unfortunately, Gravedigger was unable to partake in the last half of it. I did not film freestyle at all, and whatnot. There were 2 trucks that went overboard, and I got one. I didn't get, overboard is the wrong term. They like flipped over, okay? That's the terminology I was looking for, the word that we were looking for. But I didn't catch that part on camera. I think the first, I don't remember. The Locatoro, whatever, I got that one on camera of them like flipping it back up on it to its wheels. Megalodon must have flipped over during her donut. I was preoccupied at the moment, so I was unable, I didn't watch her do her donut. And I didn't film the ending of like who like won the whole thing. Because obviously they do their things and you can rate them, you can score them, you know, be part of the thing and stuff. And the Jurassic one looks like a Triceratops one for the night. So, yeah. So that was really cool. One of the monster trucks, I don't remember the name, it was like Thunder something. It kind of is like a dinosaur, but not quite. It's like the gray one with the orange on it. You'll know which one I'm talking about when you see it by me telling you what it looks like, okay? It's the white and orange one. That one for freestyle, again, I didn't film any of the freestyle, but that driver literally, for like the little like ramp thingamajiggy thing that they have, it literally, like, you went up full 360 and landed on its wheels. I was like, oh my god. I wish I would have gotten that on camera, but I didn't. But otherwise, tonight was a fun night. I enjoyed it. I had fun. But yeah, so I'm going to close out this vlog. I don't know if I'm going to vlog tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be more housework vibes. And I'm going to edit and maybe upload this vlog right away. I'm thinking of vlogging Monday. We'll see. I might actually vlog Monday just to keep you guys updated on my hearing aids journey. Yay. I don't like going out in public without my hearing aids, or at least one hearing aid. It's driving me bonkers, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's ridiculous. So, with that being said, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.